Hello, and I am sorry to be a little bit late starting. I do have a training class on Tuesdays right now, so it may be possible that Tuesdays are a little late, or I will get Justin to help on Tuesdays. So anyway, here I am now, and hope I haven't disappointed you. We are treading across the moist lawn. We had quite a bit of rain last night, and now you can see it's sparkling in the grass, and we have more hope that we will end our drought through all of these lovely rains, which have been coming on pretty gently for us. So I'm very happy to be with you today. Today is Tuesday, of course, so we will be remembering those that we have lost too. So let us go ahead and begin. And although I have a fresh new candle lighter back at the house, once again I've forgotten that, so we will have to see if we can coax one more lighting out of these somewhat tired lighters and see if we can get our little candle going for our fire quarter. Oh, look at that. It's working as if there's no problem whatsoever. Thank you. Sometimes I do thank inanimate objects. I figure politeness is never completely wasted. Perhaps it's conscious, perhaps it isn't. And we will go ahead and light some incense. Today I'm using a Japanese amber incense. Amber is one of my favorite scents for incense, but it's not appropriate for everything. To me it's a bit more of a nighttime scent, but in winter especially I think it can be used more freely. And we'll put out the flame with the sign of the Ankh. Sneak in a little blessing right there. All right. And let us begin. Divine Isis, goddess of 10,000 names, I invoke your grace. Come to our temple, O goddess, dwell in our shrine. Make our hearths your altars, our hearts your home. Bring vision and healing to those who use this shrine. Give us wisdom and unveil the truth, and with thy feathery wings protect us. Breathe into us the breath of life and health and strength. It is noon, let us celebrate the moon. Let us celebrate the stars, no matter where they are. It is noon, let us celebrate the sun that shines on everyone. Let us celebrate our day as we go upon our way. It is noon, it is noon, it is noon. Alrighty. And now it is time for our daily reflection, and sometimes I forget to raise up the mirror. If you have a beautiful, inspiring mirror you can use, that's a good thing to do too when you give us our blessings. All right, let's make sure I haven't missed anybody up above. Oh, I sure have. Okay. Audrey is asking for prayers for Marcia's Aunt Bella Flores Stockwell, and we certainly give our prayers for her. It's a little unclear to me from this message if it is prayers for healing, or since today is the day that we remember those who have passed, if those are the prayers that are needed. So Audrey, maybe you can expand on that a little bit. Marky is going, thank you for the rain. Yes, thank you for the rain. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the rain. And it's such a good rain, a gentle one that comes on. And from Linda, Blessings, peace, and love. Blessings, peace, and love. Blessings, peace, and love. Blessings, peace, and love. And Carla, I see you're here. I was already thinking about Queenie. And from Phoenixa, starlight, moonlight, and love light. 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 And Carla, yes, remembering doggy Queenie. Remembering doggy Queenie. Remembering doggy Queenie. Remembering doggy Queenie. May your path and Queenie's path be eased. And from Avi, think, plan, do. That's great. Not just 3 words, just 3 syllables. Think, plan, do. Think, plan, do. Think, plan, do. Okay. And Audrey, happiness, joy, travel. Happiness, joy, travel. Happiness, joy, travel. Happiness, joy, travel. And Audrey is leaving for Egypt in a few days. So Goddess bless. And Avi is remembering her cousin David, who just passed away. And we will remember all of those a little bit later on. And Audrey's aunt has passed, all right. And from Jeff, open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart. And Laura is asking for prayers for her healing from grief. And she recently lost her beloved husband. And so Goddess bless you, Laura. We all will very happily pray for your lifting from grief. It often starts to really kind of add up a couple of months after the loss, because one of the things culturally are, we all kind of dive into some degree when someone has just recently passed, and there's such busyness and business to do with death and passing that the bereaved really kind of get swept along sometimes, and there's a lot to be done, and there's a lot of functionality that's required, and so they think, okay, I'm getting through this, I'm doing okay, I'm doing well. But then when things quiet down about 6 to 8 weeks after someone has passed, often that's when the grief starts really sticking. And so I always try to make it clear to people that when they've had a loss, that we're not just there for you right at the time of loss. That may not be when you need us, because that's when you do have the people showing up with casseroles and things like that. If you're fortunate to have, a good support system, you'll have more activity there. And even if you don't have that, they'll be, oh goodness, I have to call the funeral home. Oh, I've got to do this. Oh, that paperwork. Oh, I need to send this. And so that busyness kind of gives a false sense that you're actually doing well in your grieving process. And so never hesitate to contact us, even long after someone has passed, because often that's when you'll really need it, and that's when we can be most helpful in holding your hand as you try to get through the pain of loss. So, do you have words for today? The 3 words? No. You don't have to. It's optional, as is everything we do here. So
yeah, I would love to share prayers for the Gonzalez family who are dealing with. They have to go to court today because the parents are potentially fighting against deportation, so they're potentially going to be deported, and just praying for that to not take place, and for their family to be reunited as safely and swiftly and easily as possible, and that this moment is only a moment for them, and that they're able to move forward and grow stronger from the pain they're experiencing right now.
Oh, Goddess bless. Well, I think we'll all join in praying for the best possible outcome for the Gonzalez family, and may their path be eased in all senses. Did you have anything you wanted to add?
That all creatures are divinely treated with humanity and like the respect that Mother Earth would want of them, and that people's humanity is seen through all of it. And all endeavors to protect the earth and protect all creatures are carried out with a lot of light and deep strength and focus.
God is blessed that this may all be so. And Phoenixa is also asking for prayers for her friend Dawn, who was taken tragically by lupus recently, and who leaves 3 sons behind. And Phoenixa says, I say your name that you may live. And indeed, Dawn, we give that blessing. I think today's prayers for those past are going to be pretty intense, and so let's go ahead and do the directions, and then we can go on into that portion. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let us honor the east, element of air with the winds ever blowing, and we honor the south, element of fire with the flames ever glowing, and we honor the west, element of water with the rivers ever flowing, and we honor the north, element of earth with the seeds ever growing, and we honor the spirits above and below with the wisdom ever knowing, and we honor our bodies both without and within with the love forever showing. For we come into this world with all these gifts and more, our very own special essence. Let us thank the goddess for that which she bestows. Let us go forth, refreshed and renewed, with dedication to preserve and protect all life, for we are all children of Isis, the great Mother Goddess. And today being Tuesday, we are blessing those who have passed, and we have a lot of them. One which I am aware of is Carla's beloved dog, Queenie, who unfortunately had to be put down a few days ago. Carla, we ask that your prayers be heard and that your path be eased and Queenie's path be eased as well. And I have also heard of the passing of a dog named Bingo, who is another one that unfortunately has left us, and so I offer prayers for Bingo as well. And we have already begun to mention Phoenix's friend Dawn Bateman, who died recently, and Laura Cole is here, who lost her husband recently as well. Audrey is remembering her aunt, Bella Flores Stockwell, who passed away just 9 days ago. And Avi is remembering her cousin David, who just passed away. So obviously this is a juncture, and we are also remembering Duncan, son of Bost, who passed away some time ago, but who has never been forgotten, and who inspired, at least in part, Linda to write her wonderful book on Bost, the cat goddess. Jeff is remembering John Lennon, and the Balboa Park clock tower bell chimes were just playing Imagine. So in his honor, let us imagine peace. And that's getting harder and harder to imagine right now in some ways. Things are so chaotic and turbulent, and it's so important, especially we as spiritual people try to manifest and embody peace, and that can be hardest to do at various times. And whenever it's hard to do, that's when it's most urgent that we attempt to manifest peace. The word in ancient Egyptian was hotep. And sometimes I've found that if we are having difficulty manifesting a concept, our conscious mind is kind of getting in our way. And occasionally reaching into other traditions and using terms for the same thing that are not quite as overfamiliar to us, it can help us actually reach into that concept a little bit more readily and a little bit more deeply than using the common words that we hear bandied about and perhaps misused around us. It can help us to go a little deeper by using the term in another language. And you don't have to go very far. I mean, in Latin it's pax, and there's other terms that you can use to help manifest that. All right. So if that's everyone that is here at the moment, let me just check our chalice for new people. And we get these, and here's someone. I obviously need to get more cards prepared, but someone's obviously torn from just a notebook and wishes to remember Stephanie White. And here, Dad and Mom, no easier. We miss you. And that one's for someone we've already mentioned, so I think these are ones that we have done before, but Stephanie is new. Goddess bless those that love Stephanie. May Stephanie's path be eased. And so now we will go ahead and do the dirge. We'll do it 3 times. Please sing along if you like, but of course you don't have to. And we have Cynthia remembering Nicholas Decker. So Goddess bless Nicholas Decker, those who love him and mourn him. May his path and their path be eased. All right. So I'll go through the dirge once, then we'll go through the dirge with me showing you some of the related imagery, and then we'll end with the dirge again. And especially for those of you who are our clergy, this is a good piece to know. We should all know a few things just utterly by heart that are easy for us to call up in times of stress and need, and also easy to call up in times of our own stress and need, because really at that time only the things that you know absurdly well will be available to you, because the emotional complexities will tend to keep you away from thinking of that prayer that you heard once 20 years ago. It's the things that you use regularly that will be at your fingertips at these moments. So there's two changes in the lyrics to the dirge that Lady Lorian wrote. I know it best as Isis awakens thee in peace, but I've also found within Lorian's papers, Isis embraces thee in peace. So whichever version you prefer, feel free to use. I usually am saying awakens, but embraces is good too. And however you want to modify these things and make them your own, that is just an increasing empowerment as you work through different variations of it. It only makes it stronger. It's certainly not an error or mistake if you make an adjustment. So feel free. Isis likes new things too. All right. Isis embraces thee in peace. Osiris awaits in the underworld. Anubis will guide you to a new destiny. What's beyond is a mystery. Isis embraces thee. your hearts be blessed. May your path and the path of those who have been sent on their way be eased. Goddess bless you all. All right. Is there anyone else we should raise up in prayer at this moment? Is there anything else to which we should attend? All right. If not, I will go ahead to our close. Right. Linda asks Isis bless her temple. Indeed, we always ask that. And today is number 17 of the 42 Ideals of Ma'at. And this one is a very good one, but as Lorian says, it can be a tough one. I speak positively of others. 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 Would either of you like to read it?
I'm trying to read some of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
You can pass it over if you don't want to do all of it.
This ideal is one of the more difficult ones to keep. Many of us speak about others on a daily basis, and more often than not, it's a topic for discussion. Watch your words, and instead of demeaning another, look for the positive in which they might be engaged in. Sometimes it seems a discussion can lead to a lot of negativity, so it is advised to be aware of giving an upgrade to those who you might be speaking about. You have the power to help others by looking at their good points and making certain they are recognized, no matter how they might have disturbed our equilibrium. Be upbeat and praise others for the best they have to offer, for that attitude is far better than putting others down.
Often the thing you do not like in another is a lesson that you can apply to your own way of being. Keep gossip to a minimum and you will be less likely to be in trouble with your friends and family. Give pats on the back, hugs, and words of appreciation to others, and you will add a lighter vibration to the world by your positive responses to people and things around you. Be generous and sing the praises of the people in your life.
Thank you, Mango. Thank you, Samir. All right. Is there anything else today? If not, we will go ahead and close. As always, we are grateful for the remarkable Lady Lorian Vignier, seen here with two ocelot kittens from probably the late 60s or early 70s, and Lorian in a later time of life. We give our thanks for all that you left for us to use and to do. Goddess bless you on your many paths. And to all of our teachers, among them the late Lady Olivia Robertson and her brother, the late Lord Baron Strathlock of the Fellowship of Isis, and to all of our teachers who have guided us, we give our thanks and ask their blessings. And to the gracious goddess Isis herself, we give our thanks, ask her blessings, and hope for our continued evolution in relationship to her. Goddess bless. And to each and every one of us for all that we do, both here and in the world. May our efforts be blessed. May our results be abundant. And may we go forth from this rite refreshed and renewed. I hope you all have a splendid day today. I hope that any losses you have experienced are softened. And I hope that we can all go forth, as always, refreshed and renewed. Goddess bless.